All right, let's talk about something that feels, well, impossible for a lot of people. How in the world do you get out of debt when your salary is already stretched thin? Well, stick with me because we're about to break down a realistic 5-step plan that actually works.
Sound familiar? You know that feeling, right? That treadmill of living paycheck to paycheck, watching your debt balance just kind of sit there. It feels like you're stuck in a trap, and man, it is an incredibly stressful place to be. But here's the thing I really want you to hear right now. Getting out of this hole isn't some secret club for people with big incomes. Is it difficult? Oh yeah. But is it possible for you? Absolutely. And today, we're going to lay out that exact plan. Okay, so here's our game plan. It's 5 simple, straightforward steps. First, we'll face the numbers. Then we'll build a budget, pick a strategy, find ways to boost your income, and most importantly, talk about how to stay the course. First things first, and honestly, this is the hardest part for most people. We have to get a completely honest, no sugarcoating look at your finances. We have to stop guessing where the money's at and start knowing. This step is the foundation for everything else. So this is your first assignment. I want you to grab a notebook or pull up a spreadsheet and list out every single debt you have, just like this. You need the balance, the interest rate, that's a big one, and the minimum payment. Why? I mean, think about it. You can't win a fight if you don't even know what you're up against. This list, this is your battle plan.
Okay, next up, you're going to become a financial detective for just 1 month. Track every single dollar that leaves your hands, every coffee, every subscription, every grocery run. This is not about making you feel guilty, not at all. It's just about getting the real data. We need to see where your money is actually going.
Once you can see where every dollar is going, you can start plugging the leaks. We're not talking about taking all the fun out of your life. We're looking for the easy wins, that gym membership you never use, the 3 streaming services, all those lunches out. Even cutting small things consistently can free up way more cash than you think. All right, now that you've got all that info, you are ready for step 2, building your budget. And look, don't think of a budget as a prison. It's not. It's more like a GPS that puts you back in the driver's seat of your own financial life. When your cash flow is tight, you need a budget that's super simple, no frills. The 70-20-10 rule is perfect for this. 70% of your income is for your absolute needs: rent, food, gas, the basics. 20% is your weapon against debt. And that last 10%, that's your buffer, a small savings cushion for when life happens. And let's be real, the goal here isn't to magically find an extra $1,000 a month. We're talking about consistently scraping together an extra $50, $100, maybe $200. Every single extra dollar you can throw at your debt, it makes such a huge difference in the long run.
Okay, you've got your numbers, you've got your budget. Now it's time for step 3, choosing your actual plan of attack.
But hang on, before you go all out attacking your debt, you need to build a small shield. I want you to pause any extra debt payments just for a little bit, long enough to save up a tiny $500 emergency fund. This is so important. Trust me. This little fund is what stops a flat tire from turning into a financial disaster that sends you right back to the credit card. So that brings us to the 2 big strategies. On one side, you've got the debt snowball. You throw all your extra money at your smallest debt first. When it's gone, you get this huge motivational boost. Then there's the debt avalanche. You attack the debt with the highest interest rate, which mathematically saves you the most money. One is about psychology, the other is pure math. You know what the best one is? It's the one you'll actually do. Okay, so up until now, we've basically been playing defense, cutting costs, making a budget. Step 4 is where we go on offense. It's all about boosting your income to really speed things up. And you might be thinking, how? But you'd be surprised what's out there. We're talking about things like delivering for a food app, selling stuff you don't need on Facebook Marketplace, asking for any overtime shifts at work, maybe even using a skill you have to do some freelance work online. Every little bit counts.
And here is the golden rule, the one rule you cannot break. This extra money is not for going out to eat more. It's not for a new phone. This cash has one purpose and one purpose only. It's a heat-seeking missile aimed right at your debt. This is how you really pour gasoline on the fire. And that leads us perfectly into our final step. And this one, it's less about doing something and more about being something. The final, most crucial ingredient is just plain old persistence. You really have to understand that this is a marathon, not a quick jog around the block. It might take a year or 3 years or more. But after that first year of sticking with it, man, you're going to see real, solid progress. And that feeling will be the fuel that gets you all the way to the finish line. I want this to really sink in. At the end of the day, this whole process isn't about how much money you make. It's about having a clear plan and the grit to just not quit. That right there is the secret sauce to financial freedom.
So let's bring it all home. The big question isn't, what did you learn? It's, what are you going to do? You've got the roadmap now. You know the steps. What's the one tiny thing you're going to do today to get started?